Live. Okay. Hi, hello, my name is Mia, the Riddler, and this is Behind the Edit, a series in which I make shit and I show you how I do it. And if you want to learn how I do it, then I'm more than willing to teach you. I have a special guest on tonight, and it's one of my best mates, Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me on the show tonight, Mia.
You're so welcome. Thank you for being like a guinea pig and like a student tonight.
Yes, yes. So tonight I am learning a lot from you, and you're going to do all the experiments on me, all right?
Yeah, and I'm also gonna work my branding muscles because it's been a long time since I've branded anyone other than myself.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, I'm happy to be part of the experience.
cool.
Learn.
Let me go ahead and finish writing something. I had something on my mind earlier and I had to write it down. So just give me 1 second.
Yes. Are you wearing a green shirt?
I am.
Okay, I went on the Twitch because it wasn't working on YouTube.
Uh,
Oh, there I am, that big white screen. How lovely.
yes,
Very
that's you.
appropriate. Blank canvas.
hmm Yeah, I like that blank canvas.
All right.
That's exactly what we've got going on here. I totally lost the other um, page that I used to make notes last time we spoke, so I'm totally gonna ask you a lot of the same questions again.
Okay, I need my own special folder and it needs to be blue, okay? We're branding. I gotta stay on brand with blue, okay?
Okay. Okay. I got
Nice.
you. I got you.
All right. All right. How do I. Oh, I guess that's just how this works.
Okay. And just like before I start every stream, I have to like light this incense and then I've got to like set an intention. Oh, damn. Where's my. I never have a lighter when I need it, you know? It's like. Where's a lighter? I'll be right back. I gotta get
All
a lighter.
right.
BRB.
Oh, I think there is a small child following me on Instagram now. Uh, I will accept the support.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello.
Okay, I'm just gonna light this real quick.
All right.
I set the intention that with anybody who enters this space shall leave a little lighter than they arrived, and that they also receive a little bit more knowledge than they had whenever they arrived.
Yes. And prosperity and health for everybody.
And prosperity and health for everybody. Ashe. Do, 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 do. Got my shit with dopamine. Love me till emotions leave. Hate me till you start to plead. That was deep. Here's the sea. Okay, ma'am. Let's plan out your life.
All right, should I grab a notebook or are you just taking notes tonight?
I'm taking notes,
Okay, cool.
but I know you Virgo, and if you want to take notes, you can.
Yeah, I know. I'm like fighting the
I
urge
know
to
you
have my.
want to. You do it.
I know.
I know you want to.
I'll watch a documentary and be like, "Get the notepad." It's so ingrained.
At me. At me. At me.
Okay. All right. Got the doc. Ready to
Okay.
rock.
All right. Oh, I forgot my tea. Damn, that's okay. Okay. Oh well. So, I'm looking for my pen. My little stylus. I literally just had it. What? What? Oh man.
So while Mia finds her stylist, I'm gonna do a shameless plug for my channel that we're discussing tonight. Brand new
Mhm.
on YouTube.
Mhm.
HYHO, HYHO, stands
Mhm.
for Help Yourself, Help Others.
Put it in the chat.
And yep, if you search for it on YouTube, it is somewhere there, I guarantee you. We have a little blue logo. And that's about where I'm at right now. I'm learning how to get myself up with the what we call SEO in the biz that I
Mhm.
just learned today. And so this is a learning experience for me, but I do interviews there, and our first one's going live this Saturday at 6 p.m. with my friend Valencia Canales, and we're talking politics and the influence of social media and how to run for office, political
Ooh.
office.
Political office.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. I'm looking for your YouTube link that you sent me so that way I can post it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me
I
while I scroll through all the pain.
Oh no, hey, let me see if I can get it for you right quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. It'll probably be we got a lot of chat in there.
Yeah. I found it earlier, but
Yeah, so it is findable
mhm.
according to the expert here. So
It is.
okay, let
And I did find
me
my stylus.
all right, so Mia is going to post the YouTube link here. But we also have an Instagram if you'd like to follow me there. It's at Help Yourself, Help Others.
And then you can post that in the chat as well. I've had so much good shit happen to me. I had this fake Oluwepo Ifa priest reach out to me and was like, "Oh my god, there's so much dark energy around you." And I was like,
Oh, come on, dude.
he
Oh,
said,
please.
"Alethea." I said, "Shut the fuck up." You don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's not good at what he's doing, otherwise he would have known.
Mm-mm. He said, "Bad stuff's gonna happen to you." I was like, "Bad stuff's been happening to me. What you mean?"
Yeah, can we be more specific or tell me about the good stuff that's coming my way? Because, like, I know bad's coming my way, but
Yeah.
we're trying to offset here, bro. Growth, or are you just reporting on the past?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we've got your company. Oh, excuse me. Which is salty as fuck. Okay. This
That's a
is your
different project, y'all. Different project.
different
So I
project.
have multiple projects, but this is the one we are branding is my business, my e-commerce business that I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to launch relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
And Mia is running main point on logo design and videography for me on that.
Yes. And the branding for this as well. And what type of content we could make for you that we can also integrate it into your regular lifestyle because we want to work smarter and not harder. We
Yes.
want to also create passive income for ourselves, and I'm also here to figure out how to do that for you. Um, and also how to use the other skills that you have within this business, but like kind of hidden in a way.
Yes.
Yes.
So today's my aptitude test of sorts.
Well, it's more like a consultation, if you will. I guess. I don't know.
I accept.
All right. All right. Let's see what we can do. So, we had a meeting earlier, and what I got from that is that this company, you ship out salt every month. You ship out an assortment of salt every month, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a Salt of the Month club, and I'm pondering with like the amounts of salt to send per month, or if I could do it like every few months as like a seasonal thing, or every 2 months. So I want to think about frequency because some people are diet conscious or they're elder and they aren't supposed to have a lot of salt in their diet.
Mm-hmm.
People need salt in their diet, but we're already eating other foods that might provide enough for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I want a way to balance the enjoyment of something new and not having like excess stock on hand.
Mm-hmm.
And in the future, if you like what you got that month and you wanted to buy more, the second step of the e-commerce store is to set up the ability for people to buy like a full size, which is great for the holidays. I'm trying to target people who want to give gifts, and every single person who's moving into their first apartment and doesn't know how to cook. Everybody in that demographic is going to need my salt.
Mm-hmm.
I am a firm 1,000 on that. I
Mm-hmm.
so that's kind of a little story there. Like, how did that come about, right? Like, I remember being at my friends' houses, and it wasn't even their first apartment. Some of them were young adults with children, and they had that little dinky spice rack with like 16 spices that everything has. Or you go to the store and you try to look for like quote culinary salt, and all you
Yeah.
see is that pink Himalaya salt, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
that Morton table salt with the little girl with the umbrella, and it's just nasty, you know?
Yeah.
And it's been sitting there forever. I mean, salt's old as heck, right?
Yeah.
But it's not up to date. We have people doing their own like cooking shows and experimenting with new recipes during lockdown. So I was like, how can I get the flavor in your mouth and make your life a little bit more enjoyable by kind of leveling up a product that a lot of us use if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing cooking right,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm all for the like, seasoning bandwagon, of course, but
Yeah.
you need to salt your food too.
Yeah.
And different salts taste different, and people didn't even know. Like, I send out pictures of my salt collection and people are like, oh my god, what is that, and that makes me
Mm-hmm.
feel good.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Sorry, I'm writing notes. Are you're watching, right? Right? You're
Yep,
watching.
I
Yeah.
am watching.
And you're saying my notes as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dope. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I am, because it's weird for me to be on a video with someone when I'm not on video, so that's why I had to tune in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the general idea. um and someone kind of was like, oh, why don't you translate your passion into a business? And I was like, because I don't want to be a capitalist and make money. And then I decided, like, you know what, I spend my money on dumb things all the time. I'd like to sell something that people actually use, and people are going to spend their money anyways, so why not offer them a really great product that's tasty and it's packaged in a sustainable way. I would like to use like recycled glass in my packaging. I don't want to use plastic. Natural materials like cork for the lids or something recyclable. But if you have a glass jar sitting around, you can wash it and reuse it for like everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to have the packaging come from companies and the bottling come from companies who use fair work practices and pay their employees good wages, and the people I source salt from. I want the salt to be ethically sourced and not taking advantage of local communities and farmers for really low pay. Quote, salt farmers.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of different thoughts about random offshoots for like the branding convo. And I kind of have little notes scattered here and there that the brainstorming process is going to help me consolidate.
Okay. Ah, jeez.
And then also I discovered that apparently witches love salt,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I have some really fun colored salts and salts that come from different places of the world that might be like really, really cool to use for like rituals. I don't
Yeah.
do rituals myself, but I heard about it and I was like, hey, I could be your salt person.
Mm-hmm. So I did this like community outreach thing for witches, and you like you fill out this form and you type in like all of your symptoms and stuff, and then all of your abilities and all the like types of protections that you need, and then they send you a package, and then they like read your energy from the things that they from you picked from like the things that you picked, and then they send you what you need. And I have just been getting like all of these packages that I've needed. I've been getting like all these elixirs and all of these like passion flower love potions and stuff. And I'm just like, ah, yes, great. So
Oh,
good, so good.
cool.
Yeah. So I'm like, you could do something similar with yours in a sense of like, um, overall wellness,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And if you want to tap into your culture, and we can like see how it relates to your culture as well. And I'll do help you do research within like whatever Norse, whatever you want to look into.
Yeah, so about my culture, right? I don't think people necessarily think culinary awesomeness when my culture comes into place on either end. You know, we're looking at American and German here, and
Mm-hmm.
but even that stuff gets maybe a little repetitive for not looking for a condescending term here, but
Yeah.
it could use some flavoring up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel you. Man, there's this restaurant that I went to in England, and it was like a German-based restaurant. Jeez, I forget what it's called, but it was super good though. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I can already think of like little handwritten out like handwritten like recipe cards that you could do. I
Oh,
know
yes.
I know how to make paper, and I have like handmade paper on deck. Like I have like a bunch that you can just have here. And then I also have like this silhouette studio like cutter, but I also have the pens that I could use, and I could use a handwriting font, and I could just have it just do a whole bunch of handwritten over and over again, and we can like see how that looks within the packaging to see if it looks nice. So the next time somebody buys it, we can send that to them and see how it looks.
That is a great idea. And on that note, like I did want to include recipe cards and practical use of the salt, whether you're using it for food or a
Mhm.
cocktail or
Mhm.
body shots.
Mhm.
And I found that you can have little cards printed up on paper that has flower seeds in it.
Yes.
Yes. So
Absolutely.
I want everything to be reusable and everything to be environmentally friendly. And if I do shipping, I'm exploring what the whole carbon neutral shipping situation is. And
Mhm.
I'm trying to use a portion of the proceeds or earnings or revenue to support those endeavors to kind of offset my impact because I'll get my salt to people through the mail.
Mhm.
Um, and on the note of mail, I'm a little, if things pop off for me soon and I start shipping soon, I want to be able to guarantee a time frame where things would arrive. But the situation with the post office has been so up in the air right now, and I don't want to cause undue stress, but I would want to maintain like timely delivery for my customers.
So if we were to able to do if we were to able to get like an I know a lot of people hate Amazon workers, but you know what we can do? We can try and like do our best to make the conditions at Amazon better. So whatever like things we have to fill out to make their lives better, I'll fill out and make their lives better. But if you get an Amazon FBA and you can sell your salts through Amazon, then you wouldn't have to worry about um, the timing it gets to to your people. You feel?
So that's a good idea. Someone raised a point that if I'm doing something the way I'm understanding it, similar to that, is that I have to have enough product on hand
Mhm.
to get it there.
Mhm.
And so right now I'm going for proof of concept. Maybe I'm putting more money into this in the beginning than people would recommend, but I want to start with quality and then improve or increase sales from there so I could have those abilities in the future.
Mhm.
There's a problem I learned living in Silicon Valley, growing too fast, too quick, even
Mhm.
though their philosophy is like move fast and break things. I'd like to move and try not to break a bunch of stuff, but I also realize the speed of life is occurring much faster than I operate in, and I want to be able to keep up with that.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh, and I wanted to know here with the notes that you're taking. Can you send those to me later too? Does it save it as like a doc? I'm trying to follow along here.
Oh, yeah. I can export these as a PDF document for you, and then
Oh,
it'll export like in order, and you'll be
oh,
able to
thank
like
you.
view them within your PDF. Yeah. Or I can send them to you as a JPEG or PNG.
I'm rocking the PDFs.
Okay, dope.
I can annotate those. I finally figured it out after
Yeah,
all the
dope.
years of teaching. Yes, I will
What's up,
annotate
Ghosted?
your paper. Hi, Ghosted.
Hey,
I love your
Ghosted.
little emoji.
It's dope. That's one of my pupils.
Oh, wonderful. I'm in the
Mhm.
club now too. It's nice
Mhm.
to meet you.
Welcome to class. I'm doing
Yeah.
okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little groggy from the past few days. I haven't been doing so well, but I'm doing okay now. How have you been? This is my friend Sam. We're branding Sam today.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. We're putting a brand on it.
Okay. And so I also said I wanted to incorporate some type of content, and I want to think about um, how we can use your content, okay? And I'm going to put your logo on this artboard. You've been
Okay.
awesome. That's so beautiful to hear. That's so beautiful to hear. I love that.
Yay.
He
We're
said he's
sending
been
good
awesome.
vibes all around the world. Oh, hey, enjoy that. We just
Yeah.
got done with oatmeal and Cheerios, so
Yeah, we did.
you know. So since you're watching my salt branding, I will send you some salt in the future. That's what I want to do. I want to make like little sample packs, but
Yeah.
on the offside, like I was like, how can I do this with selling little tiny white rocks without looking like I'm pushing drugs?
Oh,
You know what I
interesting.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
if
can
I'm
see
just
how that can be.
like little baggies
Ah!
of like white powder and like everyone's getting them in the mail and they're like, oh no, now the FBI is at my house and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
great,
Yeah. LOL.
I don't even tour it, man. Like leave me alone.
LOL. Ghosted got some new emotes. I fucking love it. I love it. Looks like
Nice.
Katniss Everdeen.
The second one, it looks like a tongue out vampire girl. It reminds me of that one Pokemon with the dress. It's like purple and she has a red dress.
I wasn't allowed
Oh,
to watch Pokemon,
oh
so
well.
I don't
I
know.
I got into Pokemon Go when I was still living in Oklahoma, and do you remember
Oh,
like everyone being
yeah.
outside for like a week or two and
I
being
do.
nice to each other?
I do.
Oh my god.
I
So
do.
glad it came out that then instead of now, because
Mhm.
now we're doing Animal Crossing, I guess, and
I'm
I
not.
haven't I haven't gotten into it. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm thinking the type of videos you could do, and we're and videos meaning like commercials.
Yeah, so we had some prelim ideas that I sent over because
Mhm.
I want to showcase the different ways to use the salt. So using it in food, obvious. Um,
Mhm.
and so I need a way to make the content so I have less of the question, is it culinary salt? Is it for your food? Because like I tell people I'm gonna sell salt, and they're like, I
Yeah,
guess
my
what?
mom was questioning too.
Yeah, so like what other kind of salt are people buying? Like bath salts or like what salt are you guys buying that makes you think like what do you mean by salt? So I want to know where people are coming from on that question. I don't know, for myself I thought it was pretty um, transparent, but I have a bit to learn there.
Mhm.
Or people say like what kind of salt, and then you find out there's different kinds, and
Mhm.
then I'm like talking for 10 minutes and they're like, yeah, actually I really don't care.
Yeah.
And I would like to for one content get like a video with maybe like a nutritionist or health expert, someone who's like really knowledgeable and credentialed in that, to
Mhm.
actually talk about like what is a proper amount of salt for your different health concerns so people can still
Mhm.
enjoy it
How
in
about body types
moderation.
as well?
Yeah, so all the factors that would affect um, how much somebody can consume salt.
Mhm.
I mean, I eat my salt probably every day, and then when my roommate, I guess, was here, we were making a lot of popcorn, and that's a great way to experience salt because what do you put on it?
Mhm.
Salt, oil, and butter,
Mhm.
But that you eat a lot of salt that way. So
Mhm.
I have some salts that are really flavorful on their own, even if you don't use a lot.
Oh my God, the roasted garlic salt. Oh, so good on fettuccine alfredo. So
No
good on
way!
that. Oh my God, so
Oh,
good on fettuccine alfredo. And then I also tried the smoked one too on the alfredo. Really good together. Really
oh,
good
see?
together.
Okay, so this is great because now we can talk about different kinds of salts. The roasted garlic one has garlic in it. And
Mm.
then I'm trying to put language on the type of salts. The smoked salt is has nothing added to it like an extra ingredient, but it's smoked itself, so it absorbs the flavors of the smoke. And it
Mhm.
takes on a different um, essence, a different flavor, So there's like mixes and then what I call like infusions or something. Like you have the salt in something and it like takes on the qualities of what's around it, but you
Mhm.
don't leave that extra thing. And smoked salt, maybe you can consider it like an infusion.
Mhm. Well, if you came over here, you could make THC infused if you got a license.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. So I got a gal who is a good friend of mine, very, very one of my besties, and she was supposed to start doing edibles in
Mm.
her locale. And I was like, I know that you bake and it needs salt for some of those recipes, so
Mhm.
let me be your exclusive salt supplier.
Mhm.
And if I could like replace the salts at all the restaurants,
Mhm.
or get my salt into like a meal of the month kit, or like people who order those meal kits,
Mhm.
I've gotten those myself. They come with a little thingy of spices. So, like, if I could get my salt into their hands or find a chef who um, can create good dishes that, like, showcase the flavor of the salt,
Mhm.
I must have not sent you that one, the Kalanamak. It's called also Black Himalayan. It is stinky as heck. It smells pretty bad.
You
If you
sent me
don't
this
like.
one black salt, but it barely has a smell to it.
Okay, that's probably the black lava salt then.
Mhm.
So yeah, and with the salts I sent you, so the smoked salt is rather dry. The roasted garlic one will be rather dry. But the black lava salt, the way it's composed and what it's made of is rather moist.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, and so when you put it in, if you sprinkle it on your food, you notice it leaves like a little black residue on your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a really good salt for a dessert. Like if I had a lemon
Oh
poppy
yeah.
seed, if I had a lemon poppy seed like biscuit or something that was a little
Ooh.
on the drier side and I sprinkle that on there, you know?
Oh yeah, it adds good flavor, and the bigger crystals add a nice crunch.
Mhm.
And that same salt, that same flavor, it comes in a flake form, which adds a wholly unique type of texture. So if you sprinkle salts on stuff, it's important to have texture. If
Mhm.
you're adding salt to a recipe and you're mixing it all in, you don't quite need to use that. But bakers use like different color sugars for cookies, and maybe it's all the same stuff. It
Mhm.
all tastes like sugar, or maybe it's like a maple sugar or bourbon sugar.
Mhm.
You can do the same thing with salt. Like, why do we need different kinds of salts? Why do we
Mhm.
need different kinds of ink? Variety.
Right.
And, it's like, is the texture cool? Does it taste different? Does it feel different in my mouth? How it feels on my fingers matter? Does it grind up well in a grinder or a little mortar and pestle?
Mhm.
Um, and there's some salts. I can't remember the name off my head, but it's a little salt pearl. It's a little salt ball. So it's like
Yeah. And
little tiny
actually,
salt
you
balls.
have to use different mortal and pestles with different salts. Different mortals and different pedal different different styles of mortar and pestles are different used for different like grinding different things. I did not know that. So
Yeah,
like you wouldn't use like a stone mortar and pestle for like grinding, I don't know, like buckwheat or not buckwheat, but like like something. Like you can't like not all it's like it's not the right tool for everything. It's not a one
yeah.
size
So
fits all thing. Is what I'm
I've
trying to
got
say.
like one of those marble ones, and I gotta like it's not very textured, so you gotta like grind in there. And if I
Mhm.
put like herbs and spices in there, they're chunkier and weird
Right.
shapes, so I don't
Yeah.
quite get the friction that I need to get a fine powder. Like I ground up some cumin seeds, and I was like, not working for me.
Yes, Ghosted, you may ask a question.
Yes, please. All right. So that note, that to do, BA test kitchen. What does that mean?
Ugh. So that is the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen.
Oh,
And
okay, gotcha.
yes, have you heard of them?
Nope, but
Your
I
that is your
will.
homework.
Okay, I will Google them.
So our goal is to get your salt to the BA Test Kitchen.
All right. So Ghosted asked, "What are we talking about?" I am establishing a Salt of the Month subscription club. So salt that you eat or put on a cocktail or sprinkle on your popcorn. And we're thinking of branding and how we can bring that idea to life, how we can do marketing, all kinds of ad or related brainstorming ideas with
Mhm.
that. So I hope that answers your question.
We're trying to build a root system to help us create this like tree, if you will. We're trying to build the chunk of the tree, but we need this we need to build a root system. We need a way to nourish this idea that we have. We need to have it all come together. And so we need to
Yes.
get every idea, every possible idea out there, and every possible want that we could ever have with this idea. We need to get it out here so that way I can figure out a way for us to get there.
Yes.
I'm talking design language.
So this is new to me too, Ghosted. I'm new to design. I kind of have Mia be my point person and hire her for things I can't do or I'm not good at. And she has more experience with the media space than I do, so I rely on her to tell me how do we brand it. Like what I'm learning means to me is like how do we create content? How do we create pieces of videos or consumables or pictures or ads? And how do we work with other people to get my salt more known?
Yeah, bon appetit. And so,
I'm so out of the loop. I'm so out of the loop.
yeah, it is. It totally is. The Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. I fucking love Claire from the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen. If I could just like marry her just to say that she's my wife, I fucking would. Okay? She's just so, she's everything. So she like, she'll make everything gourmet. She'll make everything gourmet. Yes.
Oh gosh, that's how I like to do it.
So she'll make
I
gourmet Twinkies and she'll try to figure out how to make it like from scratch.
so I don't know the Bon Appetit, but I forget the name. I wish I would have been prepared for this more.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one lady on YouTube. I think I want to say it's Judy Shire. I'm not sure. But she has
Judy
Goth
Shire.
Kitchen, right? Her kitchen's all
Ooh.
like goth and punked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this other fine lady, Christine McConnell, and she had a short show, couple episodes season on Netflix. Christine McConnell's Curious Creations, and she makes
Okay.
like all these creepy stuff, like arts and crafts and food. Like she actually made like a gingerbread house type thing that was a replica of the Winchester Mystery House that
Mm.
um, yeah, so that was in San Jose, and when I right before I moved away, I finally visited it, and it was around Christmas time.
Oh wow.
So she had a spooky ginger house that was like made in the style of that mansion, and it was on display at the end of the tour, and it was so effing cool. And I was like, oh, if she's still active, I would love to get her some of my stuff. You know, if you're
Yeah.
using salt, and she has like these creepy critter puppets that she does the show with, and like she started dating like a serial killer or something or a murderer is like all spooky on the show. They like had a date in a graveyard or something, or they met in a graveyard,
Oh
and
my god.
yeah, so she's really cool.
Okay.
I loved her. I freaking loved her Netflix show, and I wish that there would have been like just continuous seasons coming from that because
Which other name
she.
ghosted? I'm sorry, Sam.
Oh yeah, no, no. Um, the Goth Kitchen lady. If I remember correctly, I want to say it was. Let me find it again. Judy Shire,
Okay.
Shire.
I think I
But
got that
I'm
here.
not quite sure, so don't quote me on it. Um, yeah, she just has this like, and if I'm screwing it up and she's more punk rock than goth, like I am so sorry.
Honey, I don't even know the difference.
Yeah, well, it was definitely alternative. It was your Martha Stewart or
Oh,
Rachel.
yeah,
What's her
Sam.
face?
Her name's Sam. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
Oh yes, oh yes. My name is Sam. Yep, yep. Like the regular old neighbor girlfriend everybody has growing up, who's like kind of a tomboy. Yeah,
Oh, well.
like it
Okay.
just feels very plain, but whatever.
So, I guess we could like roll this out into phases. Um, so we would eventually like to get to a place of culinary excellence with these salts.
Ooh, I like that. Culinary essence.
Yeah, let me write that down.
And I heard if we're being super fancy, we say culinary because
Culinary.
that's how like the cooking shows are saying it. But I don't need that much pop. I'm okay.
How do you spell excellence?
It's like excellent,
X
but
E L
C
L.
EXCELLENT. There you go. E. There you go.
ENCE.
Excellent. Culinary excellent. Yes.
Culinary
That.
excellence is what I'm going to use. Excellence.
ENCE.
Yeah.
Perf.
ENC. Okay. All right. So we want to roll this out into phases. Okay. And you said that right now we're in a space of everybody is in a space of like I don't know how to cook. So it's like we want to gear it towards college kids right now.
Yeah,
Or
you know,
college minded or people who are not sure how to cook.
like the singer bachelor, but I don't want to say bachelor because I don't want to be limited to just men, but like
Mhm.
people who are on their own for the first time and need to provide for themselves, especially on the food tip.
Mhm.
So, and
So,
what are two things everybody has in their kitchen, even if they don't have spices? Salt and pepper.
mhm.
Boom. So
Mhm.
we all got it, and I would rather get salts for holiday time instead of like all the lotion packages and stuff that I get because now I have like 10 bottles of lotion that I'm not going through very quickly.
Mhm.
Ooh, did we get a shout out? What's this?
Verse
Versa.
Fix. What's up, Verse Fix? Yeah,
Hi.
I designed a logo for him a long time ago, and I also made a character for him a long time ago. He's a longtime client of mine.
All right, we'll move over verse fix because I am edging in on your territory. I'm co-opting Mia for the next month ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is in I forget if you're in Belgium or if you're at in Germany right now. I always forget. I have so many like viewers. I have so many viewers. I don't have a lot of viewers, but I have a lot of viewers, okay? Um but yeah, but First Fix says he's at work. That's dope. I I try to do my best. I aim to do my best. Oh, he's on YouTube. That's what he's on. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. But yeah, we're brand
Nice.
Luxembourg. Luxembourg. Wow.
Ooh,
Luxembourg.
that is on my visitation list. I went
Same.
to Germany and I had a layover in Belgium and I had a Belgian waffle at the airport and I have a picture of me doing a sad face because my Belgian waffle, airport waffle, was just not the introduction to Belgium that I wanted.
Mm.
I probably should have left the airport, but I had to catch a flight. So
Yeah. Oh man, man, I
you
really
remember
want a waffle.
flying? You remember travel?
I do remember travel.
What
I,
even is that? Like,
passports. I remember scanning my passport, getting that little, you
I think
know.
I didn't even get stamps for like half the places I went, and I was like, oh man.
That's so
So,
sad.
and my Mexico stamp barely showed up, but it still counts. But I was like, I wanted the international stuff, and but now I've got friends all over the world. I feel like um, I say that, but you know,
Mhm.
I'm happily content with people in my life right now,
Mhm.
and I like meeting new people, but um I don't know. What do you call those friends who are like not off and on, but like I leave gaps of time because I don't.
Acquaintances.
No, no, like you have a good friend, but maybe you don't talk
Oh.
for a while because you're depressed, and they know you're
Oh.
depressed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so I do the whole introverted, depressy thing, but I
Ah, those are
am
just friends. That's what friends are for. That's what friends
okay.
are for.
Okay, so it's just regular friends. Okay,
That's
so
just
right, yeah,
friends.
I'm
Yeah.
still I'm learning to take the love.
Yeah.
And I got like a three-person squad right now who's like healing my soul, helping me
Mhm.
through the hard times,
Yes.
and um, that's the greatest gift. Like I posted the other day, friendship's the best medicine, and
Absolutely.
it really is.
Absolutely. Okay. So right now we're gonna think of three ideal customers that you want to to buy.
Oh, At-home
So,
bartenders or bartenders
okay. We're gonna three people here. So, bartenders.
or bakers. I think bartenders would the salt would be more visual in that sense, like
Maybe,
a margarita.
like at home, like level three chefs.
Okay. And so I actually don't drink anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sober for, oh my gosh, it'll only almost be 8 months on the
Ah,
26th.
all
Yeah, so
right.
we should have a Zoom party.
Yeah.
But there is an account I follow on Instagram called Seedlip. And so Seedlip is about making um, mixers and good stuff for non-alcoholic beverages because you kind of feel left out if you don't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
What
so
is the
it's like
company called again?
seed, like a flower seed, lip, seed lip, and so their tagline on Instagram is "What to drink when you're not drinking: the world's first distilled non-alcoholic spirits." And they recently had a cocktail recipe contest to be featured in their new book or ebook. And
Ooh.
I was like, oh, that would be so cool to have them, doing that. And actually, so there's another guy I follow on YouTube. His name is Rob the Original, and he is actually a barber artist, but
Ooh.
he does like sand art. He does like little cool mandala haircuts for like animals, like especially on horses. He does like fire art on cement. Like he's such a brilliant artist, and then he's like a really good barber.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I will send you a pound of salt. Please make me another image of Tupac. And this picture of him, he's just taking his thumb and pushing it in an ink pad, and he made a portrait of Tupac. And I love how he takes any medium, any material, and makes something of it. And
Mm.
that really speaks to me as an artist because I've kind of been like a multimedia artist, and I like live performance art, and I like installations. I like
Mm.
interactivity
Mm-hmm.
where you can mess with the stuff, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I figure maybe I can get some standing and or just say F it, throw my dreams in the wind and just be like, hey, I'm sending you a random message. I will send you the stuff, and I would just like you to use it and do cool things with it. I don't want to approach people and be like, hey, I will sell you this, or hey, I want
Mm-hmm.
you to sell this for me. I want to have mutual um, exchange relationships that are good for both of us. I'm like, from personal experience, I hope it comes across like I don't try to use people and take advantage of them. I really hate being taken advantage of, and I've been for the underdog. And
Yeah.
so I'm the underdog in this situation. So, and I don't really know how to do much by the book sometimes. So I just get creative and try things, and I'm just like, I find success in it sometimes, but success defined by me.
Mm. I like that.
Or like someone who has like a little by the beach little drink shop.
Ah.
And
Okay.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. By the beach, little.
I mean, I don't want to work with big people because they're big, but people who actually find utility and enjoyment in my product. And then future thinking, like, um, I don't know if you call it a collab, but like, here's my coupon code if you follow this person, and the person I'm making the coupon code for. So like all people who follow Mia would get a coupon code, and they would be able to use it and then Mia would get a portion of sales as like incentive because
Mhm.
I've been reading a lot about like the fake influencers who just like email someone for or DM for product
Oh
and in
yeah.
exchange for a shout out and like I I don't want that, you know? Like it's nice to have a shout out, but like I want you to bring me as much as I hopefully provide for you.
Mhm.
And I have an acquaintance influencer friend that I met at EDC. Beautiful, gorgeous Australian girl.
Oh my god.
Super duper nice. And we're both the same height.
Oh my
And
god.
you know how there's that like stereotype of like really beautiful women might be kind of like mean? She is like the biggest doll, and she made me feel so included in a new group. Like,
Oh.
yeah, so it was like I met this random girl at the airport in Las Vegas after an EDC, and then we made plans to do the next EDC together, and we roomed up, and she introduced me to like her bodybuilding friend group, and
Yeah.
some of them come from Australia, and they're just like really kind people, and they just they really take care of each other.
I love it. Okay, so small restaurants.
Yeah, I want to work with the smaller people too because to they deserve everything. They deserve success. You know, they're trying just as much as I hopefully will be.
Mhm.
You know, or a random idea commercial where you have salt in your hand
Mhm.
and you blow it and you make a wish, or content where you throw the salt over your left shoulder for good luck.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
like showcasing all the different ways we use salt. But not like water softening salt, not like industrial salt, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
And so, like my other project, the Hi Ho, help yourself, help others, just doing what you can with what you got. So I want to make the best of my tools and relationships, and be honest and forthcoming about my angle, and I hate to say angle, but like where I'm coming from,
Yeah,
you know?
that's yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be so many oh gosh. You got to be honest. You got to be honest with what you want cuz I'm the one that's here to tell you how to get it. I'm here to help you take all those energy and put it to this. Oh, it's all
And
right, Ghosted. I have 109 YouTube followers right now. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
oh no, it's all good. I think I lost my train of thought on that.
My bad.
It's okay. I tend to do that. My memory, that's why I take significant notes because I recognize my weaknesses and try to. I don't want to. I want to work with them. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
kind of like how some people who are bipolar, uh, they can fight it or cure it, or they can learn to work with it. And want I want to learn how to work with my weaknesses
Mhm.
and not fight them.
Mhm. Cuz that's how we grow. That's how we grow. It's by navigating through them, not by trying to force them into something that they're not. Okay, where to get organic resources?
And I have so many salts that I've uh, messed with like over the past year,
Mhm.
and they're like it's crazy. Some salts taste salty, and some salts just add enhancement, right?
Mhm.
So there's
Mhm.
like different types of salts too. and I want to, like, I wish we had taste-o-vision. That doesn't actually make sense. Yeah, it does, because they have smell-o-vision, if that
Mhm.
were a thing. I wish I could have taste-o-vision. It's like I'm working to sell something that tastes good, and I feel it's like as difficult as buying like perfume. You don't get to interact and like try it out. And
What?
also,
Mhm.
I want to work with. I got okay. How can I say this without sounding like a white douchebag looking for clout with like the POC communities?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I am hiring and working with and supporting people in that space, especially POC women, Black women, and I want to lift them up,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I want to not be just like that white person who's doing it just to like, for like kudos or points. That doesn't work for me. You know, I really genuinely believe and support the work that people do and the hustle. And in my perception, it seems like the people who have a lot working against them hustle
Mhm.
really hard, and they are willing to make a good outcome for it.
Mhm.
The thing I need to work on, I think, is like micromanaging. Like, I think I like micromanage things, but I blame it on my excitement and want to be updated. And I don't know if I want to be so much a part of the creative process. I'd rather leave it to people because I've seen their work and how it is beautiful. And
Mhm.
I'm like, you're the expert here. Go for it. And
Mhm.
I take a chance. Like, so I have another videographer that I'm using, but you're my main, Mia, and she just has a different style,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and I want to I want to just oh, I am losing my words right now, but like I want to showcase things in different ways, different colors, different perspectives, and I trust, like, my policy is lead with trust. I
Mhm.
always trust people off the bat, and if the trust is broken, it's okay.
Mhm. Lead with trust. I like that.
Yeah, I want to build trust. I want to be honorable. I want to be a person of my word.
Mhm.
I'm trying to use good language. Like, I don't want to be a woman of my word. I
Mm.
want to be a
Aha.
person, a
Mhm.
human of my word.
Mhm. I dig that. I dig that. Um, Ghosted said, or 109. Remember, I'm do something special with that number. I'm gonna change it. Don't look at it now. Only when I tell you to. And then cute little emojis. It's a surprise.
So, Verse Fix and Ghosted, I am on YouTube, and
Mhm.
if you would like to follow um, my other stuff, that would be great. Shameless self promotion,
Yes,
um,
absolutely.
and that would be cool.
Let me
I
share your
I
stuff again.
I really cherish, and I am so appreciative and elated, ecstatic that people like signed up and subscribed and they haven't even seen my stuff. So, and I talk a lot, right? And I like to talk to people, and I feel like I have a lot to say. and I I like putting information out there. I like putting education, but I like making education about my thing, my salts, in a way that, like, I don't call it dumbing down, but making the information accessible.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, try this really complicated 48-hour process of making a French food using my salt. You know, keep it simple. You know,
Mhm.
I decrease the what's the word? Decrease the confusion behind it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of words for you, but I can't think of it right now. I'm trying to see how much my Oh, wow. Wow. I had 109 subscribers. I have 120 now.
Oh boy! Wait! Hold on. This is my Mickey Mouse voice. Oh boy! It's not bad, right? It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's pretty good. So,
And so
Sam has a
Ghosted.
yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Plug yourself.
Ghosted said Sam said something about shameless self promotion. I didn't hear that. So we're this live right now is about my salt business, but I have a other project on YouTube where it's talking to people about what they do, how they do it, and how you can do it too. Because coronavirus was a real bummer, but people got really creative with a lack of resources, money, and all that. So I want to showcase other people. Like, I've always been trying to like help people, and I want to spread positivity and the good word. And
Yes, Sam does stream. She streams on Mondays on YouTube. I added her YouTube link in the chat. You could go ahead and follow her as well. And she also has an Instagram if you want to go to her Instagram. Let me put that up for you.
so I need to find people to interview on that note, that separate project. And I think people are beautiful, and I think they have a lot to um, share. And even if it's just little and it seems like a tiny thing that they're doing, like I just started following this account on IG, or um, what's the name of this guy? Uh, I can't, I don't have it readily available, but he makes like little stickers and sticks them around the community to make people smile. And it's just the little things that make life more enjoyable, you know? Oof. All right. Oof. Uh, okay, I gotta get in this laying down.
I feel you.
Oh.
I'm getting so sleepy.
Oh man. I totally feel you there. When I take my medicine.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just go ahead and do it, Ghosted. Of course, she needs subscribers. Give her all the subscribers. Give me more subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take uh any help I can get, and I don't try to ask for it very often, which is kind of bad. And I'm trying to admit that to myself that I don't know all the things. and reaching out for help instead of thinking I can do everything on my own.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can change my 9 subs, that would be great.
Bro, he
You
got
know,
me from 109 to 120. I'm here. That's 11 more subscribers that I had.
yeah, I I want to. I'm starting small in the United States, and if I like expand, I want to be able to send things to other countries. Oh, excuse me. Hold
Okay.
on. Oh, excuse me.
You're all right.
And so I really need to get everything popping because, like, I would like to generate passive income because I had an unfortunate dog bite accident and I have 4 hospital ER visits, and I want to be able to make my money to be able to pay that off. You know. And Mia, thank you so much for like writing this notes. Like I think I quit like 10 minutes ago because I'm just like, well, you're the expert here, and I don't know. I float in and out. I have a very stream of consciousness way
Yeah, go ahead and sign in
of
on
thinking.
YouTube. I know you're already signed in. Here, look up let me here. Let me do something for you. Let me You might want to go onto your like computer and do that. Cuz it did the same thing for me on um mobile. I don't know why it's acting so dumb on mobile, but if you're on your computer and I know your brother doesn't like you using his laptop, but you don't have to use his laptop. You might just want to copy and paste it into maybe like hold and click and then open an app or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't help you. But you're fine, Sam. Yeah, you're welcome. I keep these for myself because then because then I'm going to go over these notes and I'm going to think of all the different ways to like mold your surface to fit at all of this stuff.
So I'm like non-linear
Mhm.
thinking, but
Mhm.
still like regimented, like I don't know, like how like the military does it.
Mhm.
And I put all the bubbles, like I make all the little notes and bubbles, and then I like organize it in a way that makes me feel good. But
Mhm.
I think that's the German part of me. We we,
Mhm.
we follow the rules.
Mhm.
We have process, and um, process is really good to get get shit done. Having a plan. Like I like planning. I like concrete, and I hope I can have something to um, just like maintain a schedule because I've been unemployed technically for since the beginning of the year, and I wanted, California regulations for stuff like businesses is much more stringent and strict, I guess. But when I moved to Texas in Austin in January, I found out that Texas has some more relaxed rules. And I was like ready to kick it off, go to farmers markets. I have like, I don't know, I want to say like 14, 15 little tiny like samples, you know what I mean? And I wanted to start out small and build up from there. Oh, you got sociology in there. Okay. So, all right. So let's talk about that. I was, okay, I still consider myself a sociologist in
You
terms
are.
of the way I think, but I also spent a few years teaching at the university level, and I accomplished my goal of teaching for the Cal State university system. And I, after that, like that was like my last goal I wanted to do. And so I struggled this year with how do I find a new passion? Like I, not to brag or be a douche, but I wanted to find something new to work on that really resonates with me, to find something I really like doing. And making people happy with salt, or doing video lives with people who do really cool things. That's my shtick. And I like to use the sociology component because I try to keep on like racial politics. I'm not the best. I'm still learning, and I want to just support and understand the things that people um, just just do. That didn't make any sense. I delete, delete. But I want to
It
be
is good.
conscious about the way I treat my clients and the way I uh, interact positively.
Hmm.
And I don't know if politically correct is the right word, but I wanted to just be mindful of the differences between people and treat it with kindness and respect. So, oh, Ghosted, I like it. I promise to the Sam. That's amazing. That's great. Okay, yeah. Let's hear your joke.
I'm
Let's hear
here
your
for
joke,
it.
Ghosted.
Let's hear it.
I love jokes. I think I'm a hilarious person because I create awful dad jokes. So many awful dad jokes. But the thing is, I'm trying. I wanted to do stand up comedy too. Like, so there's so many different things I want to do, but I gotta focus on one and put a lot of effort into it instead of
Okay,
putting.
I'm gonna go get some water and another snack. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Why was the belt arrested?
Wait. What does it say?
Why was the belt arrested?
Okay, hold on. I gotta think about this.
Okay, and
It's
I'll
a
be right
joke.
back.
Okay. Why was the belt arrested? My mind's going to a dirty place with that one. So, why was the belt arrested? It was holding a pair of pants. Ah, I love it. I have to send that to my dad. He loves my my dad jokes. We make up dad jokes like all the time, and I'm pretty close with my my dad. He's my stepdad, but for all intents and purposes, he is my real dad. You know, he came in, took us in, took care of us, and loves us with all his heart, and gets emotional, and that's pretty cool. I'll definitely have to throw that to him. Okay, okay. Ghosted. I have a bad joke for you. Are you ready? I'll tell him it was from Ghosted. For sure. So, my joke is, what do you call it when a demon is working out? And I came up with this one on my own, and I got like 5 likes on Facebook. So, what do you call a demon who works out? Exorcising, like exorcist. All right, I gotta look at that emoji. I hope that's yay, yay! Clap, 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 clap. That's so awesome. Yeah, thank you. I try to come up with them, and I don't know. They just come to me, and sometimes they're just freaking terrible. But you know what? I try. I try, and I fail, and then I try again. Oh yeah, tell all your friends. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It
Sometimes
sounds
I
like
even
something good happened over here.
like I like to text my dad sometimes, is your refrigerator running? And you better go catch it, and it slaps every time. It's the worst.
Oh, oh.
And so with the branding, back to the branding thing,
Mhm.
um, I so I follow Gary Vee,
Mm.
and
Mhm.
he is assertive, strong, powerful, and he also has like really foul language.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to bridge the gap. So like if I have a younger clientele, like the TikTok crowd, right?
Mhm.
Then I want them to get the jokes and understand the memes.
Mhm.
And I downloaded like a bunch of salt memes, and it speaks to them. But if I'm targeting a different demographic, like bartenders,
Mhm.
maybe a little more classy, fancy. And if I haven't figured out the other um, aspect to it. Like, I want to be myself, which is very like open, funny, but I don't want people to think that like I'm incompetent or that
Mhm.
I can't do it because I'm using a language that's not professional.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like with my teaching philosophy, I always just like try to put things in down to earth language. And
Mhm.
it's not like, oh, you don't understand, you know, hoity-toity language, but something that everyone can relate to. Kids,
Mm-hmm.
adults, maybe elder folks, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So we're going sustainability was my main project, or I don't want to call it a project, but sustainability was something I really wanted to work for towards this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I can be, like, I believe in be the change you wish to see in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to just be myself. And I'm thinking about my interview channel getting a little Be Buzz logo, just like be yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I really don't like the like yellow gold color scheme per se. I'm
Yeah, that's fine.
partially blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been reading about like different colors and how they make people feel and prompt action. Like McDonald's has the red and yellow colors, and
Mm.
those colors like stimulate appetite. So,
Because they have to deal with your. If you think of it, they have to deal with the chakras that align with your stomach. Golden is your solar plexus chakra, which is connected to your stomach, and then red is your root chakra, which is also connected to your well, your uterus. But even still, like you need more energy. I'm eating a popcorn, Chicago style, cheddar cheese and caramel. Popcorn is the shit, and I'm ready
oh
for
my
joke
god,
number two.
if you do the caramel popcorn with salt on it, bam, you have salted popcorn.
Mm.
And it's sticky, so the salt will stick to it.
Okay. So here's an interesting crossover
Okay.
idea. Um.
Okay, what's your joke number two, Ghosted? Okay, I want to hear it. What kind of a coat was uh house wearing?
Was the
I'm gonna
house wearing?
say a coat of paint. I feel like I'm on the mark with that one, but we'll see.
I'd say so too. I'd say so too. Damn, I'm so hungry. I miss smoking weed so much. I took like a week of not smoking. Yeah, coat of paint. Let's
Ah, we
go.
got it!
Hey, we got it.
Wow,
We
we're
got it.
geniuses! We're
Mm.
geniuses! Okay, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, like cute memes, but that are like socially minded and like little jokes like that. So what I feel like about business, what I want to do is just make things fun
Mhm.
and something people can relate to. I don't want like super fancy, super overproduced stuff, and I want to just also inspire happiness and smiles.
Yeah.
And also, I notice like so I'm really into um, people who are okay. Hold on a sec, okay?
Mhm.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
You know, uh, So, so my salt business definitely like brings to life the ethos of help yourself, help others.
Mhm.
And I'm like, if I'm like cool and quirky, people latch onto that because it seems like more personal and you're more accessible.
Mhm.
And I want to do that. I want to have a little fun with it, but also be taken seriously as a business person.
Hmm.
And also, what's really important is how do I have other side hustles to put in money into my business? So I flip things, I sell things online, just like not as a job, but like just to get like extra income anywhere because for me, excuse me, hard work, you want to earn a dollar and I want to have people support that. Like, I don't know, Patreon, you know? I want to seem like a down to earth person because I think I am,
Yeah,
but
you are.
I want to convey that. And so that thing I think helps me stand out because all the other salt stuff I've done or researched about, like, it just seems very corporate in a sense.
Mhm.
And I want people to have access to me. And until I get big enough, I'll be running like things on my own.
Mhm.
Ooh, who's this? Radiator. Radiator, are
Hey,
you from the
Radiator.
other night from the mini stream I did where I was actually on video?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I was like, whoop, radiator. I don't know what it does, but I feel like I want my business to radiate. So,
Mhm.
thank you.
He also got me lunch today.
Ooh, lovely.
Okay, saltiest sweets. I'm trying to think because like ebooks are good too to sell.
Oh,
Ebooks.
and I also do salt and sugar combos. So you have like a savory sweet combo, and those are really cool. So I made salts about a year ago that have infused together and melded the flavors together.
Mhm.
And so when companies do stuff, they want to say, "I expanding my stuff." But when I think of expanding like a product line, I want to stick to what I know. And then I see like celebrities who are like, I was a Disney actor. Now I have my own cooking show. I
Mhm.
don't want it to look like I keep doing things just to sustain a money making endeavor.
Right.
I
Right.
want it to look like I'm capable at stuff.
Mhm.
Oh God, I sound so silly.
No,
I
you
want to
don't.
sound capable at stuff and things
No,
and
that's what you want to put out there, that you're capable. There's nothing wrong with telling people that you're actually capable. I'm the one here to tell you how you can tell the world that you're capable. That's what my job is. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I did so much school that I finally earned credentials because like I come from a family who lived in poverty and my mom is an immigrant. So I want
Yeah.
to
Yeah, you want to make good. You want to do good.
make good. And I feel like I will be successful. Like I put the affirmations or what do you call it where you just like if you imagine yourself in the position of success
Mhm.
so you see yourself there,
Mhm.
and it helps going a long way to figure out like, are you really good at this?
Mhm.
And ooh, okay, we've got I want to say this right. I need new glasses, by the way. To
Tawari.
Tawari, yeah. Lovely. Thank you so much. And I know people think it's like fake when you say like thank you for those positive comments and everything,
I
but
mean that shit.
yeah, yeah,
I mean that shit.
when people give me praise or they super support things, especially if they don't know me or haven't seen me or haven't talked to me,
Mhm.
those words really go a long way because it's difficult work. And if someone is just like, I believe in you, I want to support you, and support doesn't mean like buying my salt or helping me on social media, but like you need human support, emotional support. So okay, with the colors there, the
Mhm.
blue and the B,
Mhm.
if you look at the color wheel, they're like, what do you call it, complementary colors?
Yes.
Yes. The only thing I don't understand with colors is the difference between like tone, shade. Like, do you add a little bit of black? Do you add a little bit of white? But I want it to be bright and happy, but I want the colors to be in the same space. Like, I don't want like a dark blue and then like a neon yellow. I want
Right.
things that work together. And in my own life and all my projects, I always kind of leave like, I call it breadcrumbs. So it's just like little things. If you're paying attention, you're just like, wow. And I want to pay attention to detail and have people just like get a chuckle over it.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So the difference. So you have. Uh, okay. So you have shades, and then you have tints. Okay. And so we have a little example over here. And so tints is like
Tint. Okay, that was
ha.
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. So tint is like, and please forgive me because this goes back to graphic design 1, and I haven't had to explain this, so I'm going to have to go back and make sure this is like correct. But I believe that tint is how much whiteness is like within the color. It's like how
Okay.
much lightness, okay? And then shades is how much like darkness is within. So you
Uh
see how
huh.
here. And then you have a different degree of the like of those. So you see we can like have more of a hue, or we can have like more we have different types like hue and saturation is a thing. A hue is how much like ultraviolet is within there, and then that
Okay.
goes into mattes and stuff, which is also a different type of like black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of depth to color that people don't understand. And
Yes.
so this is how it is. So like the saturation is how rich the color is. Is it super loud color, or is it like black and white color? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I like the black and white simplicity,
Mhm.
but I wonder if I go like all LMFAO, like neon colors, is it going to push people away? Because, like,
Well, let's go
uh,
ahead and
it,
look at some color swatches. I have some color swatches. Let me pull up my Pinterest.
yeah, so can we do
Yeah, let's
color
go ahead and create
combinations
a mood board for ourselves so we
for
can start
each
collecting some of these
demographic?
information. Inspiration, I mean.
And you know what I really wanted to do with like my commercials or little mini videos with the salt business
Hmm.
is uh like really bad reviews, like from my mom.
Mm.
She's like, "Why are you giving this to me?" And my dad's like, "I don't eat salt," you know, just like real, because I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie and be like, "Oh my god, everyone
right,
loves the salt,"
right,
like,
yeah.
and radiator. You said your voice sounds familiar. Are you talking about me, Sam? because I may have an explanation for it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm like Sam,
You're
just like
fine.
the everyday, and it's just like, the plain voice, that like everybody has, or I I did videos back in the day. I produced my own videos with okay, I had a little collaborative like art squad, and we called ourselves the collective. So I have random videos out there from a long, long time ago. I've been doing this stuff since I was like 17, 18. I mean, I've got a really big background of like random things I've did. So I've made little videos. I did photography. I worked in Las Vegas, like doing everything and anything. And I got to a point where like if people met my parents and found out who I was, like me and my sister, they were just like, oh, I totally know them. I've heard about them. Like I networked really hard in Vegas, but not so much networked. I just had a lot of friends and people I knew, and I took the time to remember things about them and make them feel appreciated and seen and heard.
So
And
go. Uh. Huh?
so yeah, Ghosted. I do have the stream open as well because I'm liking to watch the visual on Mia. Hey, I'm okay with being called like he or she, and sometimes I use the name Sam because it's typically a boy's name to kind of like co-opt some male privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and my mom worked at a contractor company, and we called ourselves like Sam and Mike. And we had pretty bold, assertive personalities. So we were like in a construction industry that's kind of male dominated, and people don't really listen to women. We exchange like 50 emails, and they're like, Sam, all right, okay, sir. And then they get me on the phone, and they're like, whoa, I
Yeah.
didn't know you were a woman. And I'm like, well,
Let me
hey,
treat you like shit real quick.
that
That's how
happens
I feel.
sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, well, you
I
can't
didn't know you
argue
were.
with
I
the
gave you
fact
way
that
too much
I
respect.
helped and I did a great job.
That's always
And
been my experience. Sorry.
yeah, no one wants to work with the toughest man in the construction industry. So we made ourselves the toughest men. And like our desks were like right next to each other too. So I'd be like, all right, Mike, you got a call coming in. Make sure you know they spoke to Sam, and I'll make sure they know they're talking to Mike. But I don't know if it's my culture and upbringing or biological, but we have rather like masculine sounding voices too, and perhaps like androgynous styles and looks. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I like to keep people guessing.
It's all good. It happens sometimes. Okay, so back to branding. So, Sam, I want you to look at the screen and see which color palette is you're most drawn to. And these all have a little bit of teal or blue in them.
Okay, so let me pull up. Oh, freaking! I love Instagram. I'm gonna check out. There is an Instagram that posts occasionally like 5 color combos that work together, like
Let's
huge
go.
tones or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Let's drop them. Let me find their name. All right,
I'm going
give
to go
me a
ahead and pull
sec.
up Instagram.
It's not too.
Man, I really want some Twizzlers so bad.
Do you eat the red Twizzlers or the black licorice?
The red ones, but I prefer the ones that have the gooey stuff in the middle or the pull apart ones.
Oh my god, the pull apart ones
They're
in
so
watermelon.
good. Oh my god. Yes, the ones in watermelon.
Oh, that's the
They're
best.
so good. And then some Dr. Pepper.
Oh gosh, that's such a Oklahoma, Texas thing.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Okay, let me see. I'm almost there. So, colors, colors. I kind of wish the names people chose on social media were like more intuitive.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. The Instagram account is Coolers, COOLORS.co. That's their Instagram handle. And I would show it to you now, but they, like
Oh,
weekly, I
I
would
see. I
say,
got it.
yeah. So that's where I get the color design inspiration from, but I wonder about like what colors like showcase my product the best.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. So, okay, stop right there. Oh, no. Go up a little bit. Back up. Like, I don't want a color scheme that's like, I'm cutesy country bumpkin.
I kind of like this right here. I like dark with
All
high
right.
contrast.
Can you give me a little. Okay, you like that one? Okay.
Here, let me zoom in and see if I can't. Here we go. Is
And
that?
then with the colors, they show like pictures and animations that actually use colors to see how they all come together.
Oh, hell yeah.
But if you scroll down just a little bit on that,
Scroll down.
yeah, scroll down, other down.
Oh, okay. Like keep going the way I was going.
Yeah. There's one that kind of caught my eye because I'm like partial to blue and teal.
Okay, and now we're back to the top.
So that one at the top with the black, purple, pink is very nice. I like that one. And then there's a couple ones right below it, actually, too.
Okay, let me take a
In that.
screenshot of this.
Okay. See, look at that. I would never know how to use those colors together, or much less pick those colors knowing that they work together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so, yeah, radiator. I was talking the last time you tuned in, I suppose, and I say my words like a Samantha I know. Well, I have met a lot of people and lived in different places and traveled a few different places, so maybe there's a chance that we our paths have crossed, especially if you were a Las Vegas person. And okay, Ghosted says, got which food was related. All the technical stuff, my brain just turns off immediately. That's totally okay. I
Yeah, that's
I was
fine.
the same way, but now that I have a desire to use these discussions and tools to showcase my stuff, it's just learning, and I'm just learning as I go with the pieces I need at the time.
Oh, that's
Isn't
so.
that a brilliant
Oh my
picture?
God, I'm
And see,
falling. Follow.
do you see how they give the values too? It's
Yeah.
Pantone, it's RGB, it's CMYK because color
Well,
theorists argue
because
about RGB versus CMYK and additive and subtractive color theory.
yep,
I
and
think you
all of
have
that
to
is a
agree.
thing. Yep, I know. Yep, that is a thing.
Yep.
Because CMYK, the reason why you want to change those is because of the nodes that are used. Oh, and Ghosted, I'm so sorry. I don't want to give you flashbacks. But the nodes that are used, like the rods that are in your eyes, like they receive colors differently. Just like different screens receive colors differently. That's
Yes,
why RGB is better. Yeah.
I want to like even when I did my lecture PowerPoints when I was teaching, I
Mm-hmm.
learned that there's a proportion of the population that's colorblind and it affects men more than women. And I also wanted to be inclusive in that way where I considered them. I want to consider all the types of people.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Nodes are the portals like things. Yes, they are. That is very correct. That's very correct. We learned that last stream. We learned that in last class.
Yay!
Okay, Sam, you said that you had another color palette that caught your eye.
Yeah, so just a little bit further down. And I'm not sold on it, but I look
Okay.
for things that catch my eye. I really don't like the pastel. Like when I see some pastel combos, I
Mm-hmm.
think like I'm a country lady and did a premarital. Oh, stop. The one at the top in the middle.
Up here.
Nope, nope. Next one above it. So like rose gold tones.
Here. This
Nope,
one.
the next one.
Up.
Nope. Okay, right in the middle with the red, pink, gray, right below it.
Palette 154. This one.
That one. Yes. Yeah. So I don't want anything that's like super cutesy.
So
I
this.
want the color scheme to appeal to men, women, and everyone in between. Just
Mm-hmm.
something that's nice and aesthetically beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what picture they have for that, but like I love the teals.
Oh. Oh, that's so nice. Wow.
Yeah, okay, I love it.
That's so wholesome. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
okay. We can do that. All right, dope, dope. I could do that. Okay. So I'm gonna
Okay,
save
cool.
this for later. This is very nice. I got a good feeling from that. Okay.
Isn't this such a cool account to follow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm I'm I'm
Um,
loving it.
sometimes what I do is create my own color palettes from like photos and stuff. And so I'll save or I'll take a photo and then I'll put it into this program that Adobe has that everybody has access to. It's called Crueler. And then it'll
Oh, those are
create a
my
color
favorite
palette for
donuts.
you. Man, I love Crueler donut. Oh my god, now I want some donuts. I just want all the junk food.
Oh, you need a cronut. It's a croissant donut.
Mmm.
Yes, it's a croissant dough in the shape of a donut and fried like a donut.
Oh my god. Give me
Yeah.
that. Give me that.
I mean, I know you haven't seen my current house with like the darker color themes and stuff that speak to me,
Mm-hmm.
but like I like bright because it pops. I like dark because it has nice background contrast with the lighter
I love
colors.
junk food. Mm-hmm.
And something that renders well, and I like this account because all the colors seem to render well um like on no matter where you're putting the colors,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you have all the codes for it.
Right.
Okay, hold on just a sec, okay? I will be
Okay.
right back.
Okay. Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, I think I played that a long time ago. Is it an old game? I think I've heard of it. I'm not really sure if I've played it or not, but it does ring a bell. It does ring a bell. God, why am I so hungry? I have no like snacks. It's a week until my birthday. Okay, then no, I have not heard of it at all.
All right, I'm back. And I wanted to say that, Mia, I appreciate you doing this with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I, like, like, I'm a pretty private person and don't talk about, like, my real stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like to learn about other people instead. So, like, the little anecdotes about where I lived or my experiences or opinions. Like, this is, I like going outside my comfort zone, but this is something that definitely like has pushed me outside of my comfort zone because like
Oh,
I don't like to lie or be dishonest. I love being honest and open about who I am,
yeah.
but not everybody likes that. So
Mhm.
I keep some things like super low key.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so
What?
sorry, guys. I had
It's all
bubbly
good.
water. That was just.
It's
All
quite all
right.
right. I think I have like he said I don't think Annalise is open right now. Um, no, you're fine. I really want to go to like the store and like to the gas station and get me some Twizzlers. I don't know what
Oh
to do about.
goodness.
Oh God.
All right. And so Ghosted said, "Do you know of a game called Microsoft Flight Simulator?" I may have heard of it, but honestly, I'm not a big gamer. Like the two games I played and got into was Diablo on the Switch, and I'm really effing good at that if I have a good partner to play with. Um, and I had like a learning curve, but I like the storyline and taking my time and exploring. And also, I really love Minecraft because I like to design like little houses and stuff, and I love like layout photos of like houses or how apartments look and those floor plans and stuff. So it gave me a chance to build, and I can't make anything beautiful like a lot of the people I see on like the Minecraft Reddit posts, but I do try and I learn the mechanics of the game and learn more about technology, lingo, and stuff doing that. So that's that's what I do. I mean, I only have a Switch and I only have my computer. And even getting Minecraft downloaded, like I had to create a whole Twitch account, which by the way, Mia, I realize I have a Twitch account. I think it's called like Salty Hungry or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah. And cuz I don't know, it sounded appropriate at the time. So I couldn't even figure out how to download it, and then you need a server, and I'm like, what? And then if you
Yeah.
have your own server hosted on your own website, which we did, like if you f up, you can like undo it or generate like your backup from like last week. Like I found in the wilderness like some really super cool vampire houses and then
Mhm.
accidentally burned them down because they
Oh
have
wow.
witches with potions and I
Oh
couldn't put
wow.
the fire out. So yeah, but now I don't have that anymore, and I don't play because that game sucks a lot of time out, and it's nice. But now I have to like allocate time to things that aren't necessarily leisure.
Mhm. Well, we can make them leisure if we think of them as fun.
I do get excited when I find new stuff
Ooh,
in
nice.
Minecraft. I like looking for all the different biomes and stuff, and so like it's new to me, so it's like really exciting. But
I need to
I
play Minecraft more.
like I don't play the regular Minecraft, like the vanilla Minecraft, I guess it's called. I played with like the the packs that people design themselves. So I played like the RAD roguelike dungeon adventures,
Yeah.
and then I played one, oh I forget what it's called, centric. I don't know. I think it started with a C, but it's the one where you can be like radioactive and there's vampires and stuff.
Ooh,
And
okay.
that one was so much more difficult because where we landed, we built a base house and it was right next to a nuclear island, and I kept dying from radiation, so we
Mm.
had to like cheat and go into the server and revive me. Yeah, yeah.
Where's my quick access?
And I like really singular games where I'm not playing on a team because I don't know how to do it, and I don't like the scheduling, and um, I like certain types of games. So the first person shooter where you're like killing stuff. I don't know if Diablo counts as that, but like I enjoyed that one because it's like Diablo. It has like necromancers. Like I have a super duper high powered necromancer, and I have a dude as my character, and oh my god, he's got outfitted with some like excellent powers that all happen to work together, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're so cool.
Oh my god, you're so cool.
You know, I don't even know about the game's radiator from the last period. I only know from gamer friends, and
Same.
it wasn't honestly like gaming was. I'm not a gamer by any means, and I just play the occasional stuff. But when I was little, I played tons of video games because like the internet didn't exist at that time or whatever for every public. And I don't even need to know all the rest of the games. I think it's amazing. But I am hecka looking forward to when Cyberpunk, what is that, 2077 gets released. Ah! Amazing graphics, beautiful characters, intense, involved storyline, and uh, missions. I like Grand Theft Auto for a minute because it was like easy, and I just like to like I don't know steal the cars and get in like a really big cop chase or like try to blow up a helicopter or whatever. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad they're really nice. Oh, so like we beat Minecraft before we beat it. We beat the End Dragon and oh, Cyberpunk. Yes, they're awesome. Um, but in the Minecraft, we beat the End Dragon, and if you get that, I don't know if this is a spoiler, Maya, but like you get this dialogue of from the creator of like why they created Minecraft, but AKA it was an accidental existential lesson, or maybe very intentional, talking about like we create our world, are we living in a matrix, what's the meaning of life, and I was like, I was not expecting this from a video game, especially something like Minecraft, and I like definitely cried because it was so beautiful and resonated so hard with me.
Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff on the board here.
Yeah, I think we made a nice dent in things. I have a
Mm-hmm.
question for you though, Mia.
Okay.
So from a social media Instagram perspective, you know how people will do like a grid of like 9 photos
Mm-hmm.
and it makes one big photo?
Mm-hmm.
Is that still in fashion or is that like
It really
not?
depends on what you're doing. Not necessarily. I wouldn't recommend it. I
No.
wouldn't. Yeah, unless it's like something with the algorithm. I'm not sure yet because I really don't. My forte is not studying algorithms. I. Whoa. Wow. LOL. I need to get a better microphone holder.
Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of it besides making it look like it's aesthetically pleasing, you know? And
Well,
I like symmetry and composition.
mm-hmm. Well, if you want to like, if the algorithm is based off of how many people are coming to your page, then you'll want to do something within your niche that'll bring people to your page. Okay.
Hmm.
So let's say you do salt. And so what if the big picture of your salt was like it the salt pouring down from somewhere, but within each salt photo or each photo that makes up the larger salt photo, then you can go in there, click in, and then it'll be a recipe, but also something else, but also something else, but also something else. So you
Hmm.
can use it as a tool. Do you necessarily need to? No. Do you want to do all that work? You want to make it as easy as possible
Okay.
on yourself. So I wouldn't suggest doing the 9 thing, just because it's not like what I would suggest for you, because you have to like think about the climate that we're in now, and you have to think about what emotional state that your client could be in. That what they need right now is like calmness. So we've already stated that we've got three different types of client that we want. Our first client we want are people who are unsure of how to cook and who probably just need salt on their food, who don't care about what they put on their food, don't care about the nutrition, nothing. They just want something that tastes good and put on your food. And
Yeah,
so,
we're young and 20, and we haven't had our body fall apart at 26 yet.
yes. So we're going to do the 20 in between 20 and like 30 crowd because I still know some 30-year-olds who don't really want to cook.
Yes, I also know some of those.
Hmm. And so then from there we can do. Oh, I forgot what else we were talking. We were talking about. Oh, the nine thing. Oh yeah, the tools that you would want to use. Oh right, so right, and the emotional climate that we're in. So like you
Okay.
said, like these colors here, great, great because we've got purple, which is a calming color. You got blue, which is a calming color. A lot of people have root chakra wounds. And so red is very healing, it's very nurturing. And if it's a muted type of red paired with or not necessarily complementary, but um, with a color that can like complement it, then it adds like stability there. And so if we
Okay.
choose three of these really good colors to help encompass your brand, your vibe, then we can like work from there. And then we can also like come up with we can find images we can put into your blog or we can put into your like your background images for your posts.
Hmm.
So let's go ahead and make you so we need to get you an Instagram for your salty as fuck. And we might want to change your black and white colors of the salty as fuck logo. Because
So
you want it. God,
I,
sorry.
I liked it because I wanted to print labels or do an easy like applique, like when you see the five kids on the back of a minivan, little
Mm.
what's that called? It's not a sticker.
Applique.
Yeah, that one. And I think like it was it's simple because sometimes like the printers charge like for different colors, so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
how can I get like the basic resonance there? And right, it can always be improved.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many products like rebranded or excuse me, redesigned, you
Yeah,
know.
rebranded, redesigned logo, rebranding of the whole what the company is, what they're about, what they do. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just wanted to look nice,
Yeah, we can
whatever
do that.
that means.
Yeah, we can work with that for right now. Do you have an Instagram separate for your salty as fuck? Because then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take some photos of some product photos and then you can start um, posting content because that's what you want to do right now. You want to build your audience. You want to give your audience something to read and something to look at.
So
That's it.
is it okay to do that to build buzz, even though I don't like have anything to sell yet? So
Absolutely.
coming soon.
Well, don't even
Some
be like coming soon. You don't even have to be coming soon or build up to it anything. Because what you want to do is you want to build that audience to buy that salt. So they need to know, hey, this is where you can get it. So I
mhm,
suggest first starting off as not like, ooh, we're leading up to this launch to build clout or whatever, because honestly, does that ever really work for anybody? Um, you want people to trust you because of your knowledge. You want people to keep coming back to you. You want people to keep looking at your stuff, not just because not because you're building up to the launch of something that you want to sell them.
okay,
You want to give them something of value, which is knowledge, which is your knowledge, which is your information. And
yeah,
that is irreplaceable.
exactly.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. And even
mm,
like the salt that you use, you can say, hey, I'm using this salt. And then at the bottom of your post, you can say, oh, I also sell these salts, or even make a separate post about it. And then turn your I still have to. I need to go get back into the game of doing research and stuff. Um, he said Radiator said he's thinking about to head on, but he wanted to stop and say hi after his development meeting. It was nice to
Radiator,
chat
thank
to you
you,
too.
very kind. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. This really means a lot to me. Just to have the attention of anybody, and you're here for longer than 30 seconds for, just like, hey, me, I'm watching. Thank you for the time to listen and just be a part of it. I really want to celebrate the people, no matter how the relationship I have with them is new, acquaintance, deep, business. You are appreciated, and I thank you for interacting with us through the commentary. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
The stream is just so great. I love it. Okay. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Instagram posts. Oh, and you can also have like, and again, I have to research this, but turning your account into a business account, so that way you can look at the analytics, so you can see where you're pulling in the
Ooh,
audience,
yeah,
because
we need to write that down.
you want to look at yeah, go ahead, because I'm about to spill things for you to, and I'm not necessarily going, because once I'm channeling, it's like I'm not going to be able to write these stuff down for myself.
Okay, so I got IG analytics and how to monitor engagement. Is that correct? The correct sentiment?
um yeah,
I, okay,
well, so yeah, so you can monitor the analytics, so you can best see how you need to like adjust yourself for engagement.
I did read about this on Gary Vee. They've been scooping, or the intern team, or the workers, the social media team have been talking about like how they create content, because Gary Vee is all about how can I provide value to you where you want to be interested.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see people really interacting or looking at the stuff with recipes,
Yeah.
that would be great,
Mm-hmm.
and like, okay, let's do more of this. Or like, maybe when I had my grandma talking about the salt or something, people weren't interested, or they're, you know,
Yeah, and if you want to hit up Hot Sam from the Smokers Table, she is also a witch, and she does moon readings and stuff. And you can hit her up and you can ask her how she uses salt in her daily life, and if she would be interested in collaborating with you, and you can send her some salt and you can get her opinion on it if you'd like. You can say, hey, use this for your magic, and then you can suggest it. Stuff is all about collaboration. We will have to message different artists,
yeah.
but instead
Okay.
of being like,
Yeah.
oh, you get 10% off, no, let me send it to you.
My little PR packs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll pack them way more better than I packaged your package. But at least the salt arrived intact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey Radiator, thanks for looking out for Salty as Fuck. I do appreciate it, and Mia knows her regulars here, so I will definitely be able to drop some goodies for you, and if you're into it and you like salt and you want to change up your stuff, cool, get interested in it. But if not, we're gonna be coming out with valuable content that'll be useful anyways, so you'll still see me. So check me on IG when I'm out, when we get created, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure, because getting the name and then having like the media's like match, so it's not like superducky.com and then salty as fuck Instagram, like, we got some consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Oh, I love me a curry. Curry is saving my life right now. Lentils, potatoes, eggs, meat, chicken. I guess that's meat too. Rice, all the things.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So the food that you like to eat. So we're gonna put that to level 3 chefs in the kitchen. This will help also
Okay.
with our directions. So you said, so we've got curry and then rice. chicken. And then we can also look at keto diets, like people who are on different type of diets and see which type of salts is good for their diets. You can be like, ooh, keto safe or whatever safe or whatever safe, you know.
And guess what? Salt is gluten free. It's mostly vegan, except for bacon salt. So yeah, I want to say it's like 99.9999999% vegan. You know, and it's
Mhm.
natural to some extent, right?
Mhm.
And actually, so I gotta write this down as a note. One of the salts I ordered actually comes from a company where they test to see, because some of the salts come from the ocean and water,
Mhm.
and they're dried in pools, and that takes a little bit, but some salts are mined from salt mines. So the people who collect the sea salt have done tests to determine the microplastic content for those who are more eco-conscious about what they put into their body.
Mm.
Yeah, and I have no idea how much that would cost, but as much as want to be sustainable and friendly and all those things, you got to pick somewhere to start. You won't hit all the checks in the boxes, you know, but I have
Good
future
night.
vision for that.
Or sorry, radiator said good night.
All right, good night, Radiator. Thank you for participating.
Okay, so what we gotta do now is get you posting since you've got the time, and we need to make a list for you to do. So now we need to start creating content. We need to build an action plan.
Okay, that should be our next step. And I think that's like a pretty, now that we did some brainstorming,
Mm-hmm.
I think if that's all right with you, this is a pretty good place to like finish off
Mm-hmm.
for this. You know,
Yeah.
we've got so much stuff here, and I can like write up an outline and reorganize it. I mean, yeah, we've been going over 2 hours, and it feels great. And now I'm like, oh, I have to work tomorrow too, so I have to make sure I do my self care and get my rest and take care
Mm-hmm.
of all that stuff too. But I think this has been wonderful, and I think even if you're not an expert, I don't have all the answers, and getting creative ideas from people about everything, like you know,
Mm-hmm.
and different angles of things to think about, like health, diets. I didn't consider that. You know, I didn't know about the Bon Appetit channel.
Sorry, I'm listening.
Oh no, that was it. That was my statement.
Okay. Let me go ahead and export. I'm saving this and then I'm going to export it and I'm going to do it right now before I forget so you can look over it later.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. There were the bubbles.
File, export as. Well, actually, save as. So I need to do. Which boards 11. So 1 through 11.
We got like 11 whiteboards.
Mm-hmm.
I have two whiteboards and it's not enough.
I feel you. Range 1 through 11. Okay. So here's what we got after our first meeting. And
Cool.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're a star.
Let me pop this into Facebook. you'll be able to download it. Oh,
I
well, I'm
can't
so
wait till like my YouTube channel is at this point where like yours is, where like people can interact, and like I would love to do like a live, or if people have questions, like something they're dying to know that I didn't ask, because I ask some questions, but like what I find out is people talk a lot and get really in depth with what they're talking about, and I like their story to be told.
hmm
And since I don't have the most questions, I kind of have like conversation starters. It'd be nice for other people to chime in and be like, "Hey, did you consider this or this?"
Yeah,
Like
and
things like
sometimes
that.
my audience will do that too, and I really like it. I really do.
Yeah,
It's
it's
super
nice,
dope. Yeah,
and they're so kind.
yeah. All right, so next, we can work on getting all of your um, social medias in place for your, and then we'll think about doing your bios and then setting up the overall look and themes of your social media.
Okay, let me jot this down.
And if I forget anything during our next meeting, then that'll be that. But
So we said social media, bios, and what was the last one, please?
social media, bios, and
Oh, color schemes.
color schemes. Because we
All
can
right.
also set up what you're going to do for your stories, like for your Instagram stories, what you're going to do for your Instagram reels if you want to do reels, and if it really is something that's worth doing for you. And then also stockpiling and creating a social media calendar for yourself as well.
Yep, I've been working on that part. You know.
Great, because then we'll do a start date on when you want to really start rolling out and pushing out your social media, because we want to get at least a month ahead for yourself. And then I want to see if I can't find I've heard that there are some like Hootsuite or something like that to help you post automatically. And
Oh
then
yes.
there's apps like SparkNote that'll help you create really engaging video animation for your posts, and it exports for stuff like I'll we can go over that during our next meeting.
What was that called? Did you say? I'm sorry.
Spark posts. I think I mentioned it earlier to you when we were talking on Facebook.
All right. I want to
Spark
say Spark
posts from
Post to make
Adobe. Yeah.
pretty pretty content.
Mhm. And that it's like how do I explain it? It's like a commercial maker.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'll here I let me send you an example on Facebook like right now.
Okay. I got the brainstorm. Okay, got that downloaded. Thank you.
Mhm. And then I'm going to show you an example of a video that I made off of it. If it'll Okay. I made that. I sent it to you on Facebook. I made that little thing on there. And they've got a whole bunch of templates.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mia. You really hooked it up tonight.
Yeah, you're
And
welcome.
thank you. It looks like Ghosted might still be around. Ghosted, thank you for your comments and interacting, and the confusion you might have felt about what we were talking about is the same way when Mia tried to explain Node video editing. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I remember nodes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He was one of the students who I was trying to teach, and then Entails taught him how to do it.
Okay, cool. Got it.
I remember
All
he related
right.
it to him shitting. And it's like, yeah,
Awesome.
bro. And it was so good. I went back and checked their work and it was so beautiful. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and close off and you can stay on or hang up or whatever, but I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody else. I want to thank
All right.
everybody for watching and tuning in onto the stream. You can catch me next week. What's today? Friday? Today's Friday, right?
It just turned Thursday.
It just turned Thursday. Wow, never mind. So I'll see you guys on Friday. That's what that is. I'll see you guys at Friday. I don't know what time I'll start streaming because who knows what the day holds every day for me. I do a lot of different things and those require a lot of different time. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Vibes to you and all you do. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, Sam. I love you.